Hello, beautiful friends. Welcome back to 365 Days of Love and Miracles with A Course in Miracles. My name is Marlene Garris, and I am so glad that you are here. Please remember to listen right until the very end, because we have a special treat for you. And if you enjoyed today's video, please click like and subscribe down below, because this helps others to find us on YouTube. Today's lesson is lesson number 122. Forgiveness offers everything I want. I'm going to invite you to just relax as I read the entire lesson. This is one of the most beautiful lessons in the entire course, with language that it just sounds like a song. So sit back, relax, and enjoy. What could you want forgiveness cannot give? Do you want peace? Forgiveness offers it. Do you want happiness, a quiet mind, a certainty of purpose, and a sense of worth and beauty that transcends the world? Do you want care and safety and the warmth of sure protection always? Do you want a quietness that cannot be disturbed and a gentleness that never can be hurt, a deep, abiding comfort, and a rest so perfect it can never be upset? All this forgiveness offers you and more. It sparkles on your eyes as you awake and gives you joy with which to meet the day. It soothes your forehead while you sleep and rests upon your eyelids so you see no dreams of fear and evil, malice and attack. And when you wake again, it offers you another day of happiness and peace. All this forgiveness offers you and more. Forgiveness lets the veil be lifted up that hides the face of Christ. From those who look with unforgiving eyes upon the world, it lets you recognize the Son of God and clears your memory of all dead thoughts so that remembrance of your Father can arise across the threshold of your mind. What would you want forgiveness cannot give? What gifts but these are worthy to be sought? What fancied value, trivial effect, or transient promise, never to be kept, can hold more hope than what forgiveness brings? Why would you seek an answer other than the answer that will answer everything? Here is the perfect answer, given to imperfect questions, meaningless requests, half-hearted willingness to hear, and less than halfway diligence and partial trust. Here is the answer. Seek for it no more. You will not find another one instead. God's plan for your salvation cannot change, nor can it fail. Be thankful it remains exactly as He planned it. Changelessly it stands before you like an open door with warmth and welcome, calling from beyond the doorway, bidding you enter in and make yourself at home where you belong. Here is the answer. Would you stand outside while all of heaven waits for you within? Forgive and be forgiven. As you give, you will receive. There is no plan but this for the salvation of the Son of God. Let us today rejoice that this is so, for here we have an answer, clear and plain, beyond deceit in its simplicity. All the complexities the world has spun of fragile cobwebs disappear before the power and the majesty of this extremely simple statement of the truth. Here is the answer. Do not turn away in aimless wandering again. Accept salvation now. It is the gift of God and not the world. The world can give no gifts of any value to a mind that has received what God has given as its own. God wills salvation be received today, and that the intricacies of your dreams no longer hide their nothingness from you. Open your eyes today and look upon a happy world of safety and of peace. Forgiveness is the means by which it comes to take the place of hell. In quietness, it rises up to greet your open eyes and fill your heart with open tranquility as ancient truths, forever newly born, arise in your awareness. What you will remember then can never be described, yet your forgiveness offers it to you. Remembering the gifts forgiveness gives We undertake our practicing today with hope and faith that this will be the day salvation will be ours. Earnestly and gladly will we seek for it today, aware we hold the key within our hands, accepting heaven's answer to the hell we made, but where we would remain no more. Morning and evening do we gladly give a quarter of an hour to the search in which the end of hell is guaranteed. Begin in hopefulness, for we have reached the turning point at which the road becomes far easier. And now the way is short that yet we travel. We are close indeed to the appointing end of the dream. Sink into happiness as you begin these practice periods, for they hold out the sure rewards of questions answered and what your acceptance of the answer brings. Today it will be given you to feel the peace forgiveness offers and the joy the lifting of the veil holds out to you. Before the light you will receive today, the world will fade until it disappears, and you will see another world arise you have no words to picture. Now we walk directly into light, and we receive the gifts that have been held in store for us since time began, kept waiting for you today. Forgiveness offers everything you want. Today, all things you want are given you. Let not your gifts recede throughout the day as you return again to meet a world of shifting change and bleak appearances. Retain your gifts in clear awareness as you see the changeless in the heart of change, the light of truth beyond appearances. Be tempted not to let your gifts slip by and drift into forgetfulness, but hold them firmly in your mind by your attempts to think of them at least a minute as each quarter of an hour passes by. Remind yourself how precious are these gifts with this reminder, which has power to hold your gifts in your awareness throughout the day. Forgiveness offers everything I want. Today I have accepted this as true. Today I have received the gifts of God. The language in the Course is always very beautiful, but today especially so. Did you notice how there were several statements that were repeated? I'd like to just go over them, because when something is repeated throughout the lesson, we know that we're meant to take this into our beings. The first one was, what do you want forgiveness does not give? Let's ask ourselves that question right now. Let me tell you a little story about what the lack of forgiveness did in my life. My father was an abusive alcoholic. He took his anger out on my mom and us four kids, and this has had a serious impact on all of us. But I'm going to tell you my story. As a young woman, I developed alcoholism myself, and I carried this anger inside of myself. I was able to stop drinking at the age of 24, but this anger continued to live on inside of me, and I took it out on my first husband and my four children. Eventually, my life completely fell apart, and I was forced to take a look at this anger and the damage that it had caused in my life and in the lives of my children and my first husband. I was in such a desperate state that I considered killing myself. At that point, I cried out to God, "Dear God, please help me. Fix this life. Do something. I cannot bear this pain any longer." And God heard my cry. I am so grateful that I was led to a place where people were willing to help me. Through surrendering myself completely to God, through the love of other people, through the 12 steps, and with good therapy, I was able to resolve a lot of this old anger that I had towards my dad. This healing work completely changed my life, but unfortunately, it has not changed in my relationship with my son. My son has carried this multi-generational trauma forward into his life, and he now holds a terrible grudge against me. I have done my best to mend that relationship. I've made my amends. Over the years, I have tried to demonstrate how much I love him in a variety of ways, but this is his own journey. He has his own healing work to do. And all I can do at this point is pray that at some point he is able to receive this precious gift that was given to me. So this question, what would you want forgiveness cannot give? Well, I can tell you what I got out of unforgiveness. I got incredible pain. I shared this pain with my loved ones. As I told the story about this resentment that I carried towards my dad over the years, I shared it with my children, I shared it with my ex-husband, I shared it with anyone who would care to listen. It brought me some sort of sick attention. I believe that is the gift of holding on to this pain. We take on this victim persona and we get some sort of sick reward from holding on to this resentment. We want to remember that holding on to any kind of a grievance is like drinking poison and hoping that the other person dies. It doesn't work. My father died before I was able to do this healing work, but I believe that he and I are very much connected now. He is with me today, and I have nothing but love in my heart for him. I encourage you to do this work. If you are interested in hearing more about my story, please go to my website. You're going to find more information about the forgiveness workshop that I put on both in person and online. I look forward to hearing from you. What do you want forgiveness does not give? Forgiveness offers us all of these incredible gifts. Happiness, a quiet mind, a certainty of purpose, a sense of worth and beauty that transcends the world, a sense of care and safety, the warmth of sure protection always, a quietness that cannot be disturbed, a gentleness that can never be hurt, a deep abiding comfort, and a rest so perfect it cannot be upset. So that's just the first paragraph. On it goes throughout the entire lesson. Is there anything else that you want? Be honest here. Some of us might be holding on to the fear that if we let go of the things of this world, if we stop trying to make sure that we're putting money away in our savings account, preparing for our old age, that things will start to fall through the cracks. The Course is not asking us to throw out common sense. What it is asking us is to take such things as power, prestige, success in the worldly sense off of center stage and to put God at center stage. We know that anything, whether it be property, money, prestige, those things never last. All that really lasts are the things that this lesson is talking about. Peace, happiness, joy, security, a sense of care and safety. All of these things truly are priceless, and they last forever as long as we keep our eyes on God. And that means that we are continually practicing forgiveness. The next sentence that's repeated over and over again is, do you want peace? Do you want happiness? Do you want care and safety? Do you want a quietness that cannot be disturbed? Let's answer that question now. Is there anyone here that does not want that? If so, you're in the wrong course. I sure want it. And because I've been practicing the Course now for a number of years, I have it most of the time. And when I don't have it, I know what I need to do. I need to come back to these readings. I need to sit with them. And if there's something that I need to forgive either in myself or in someone else, then that's my work for that moment. The third sentence that is repeated is, all this forgiveness offers you and more. In the second paragraph, it says, it sparkles on your eyes as you awake and gives you joy with which to meet the day. Is there a more beautiful sentence anywhere in the world? Wouldn't you love to wake up that way every single day instead of like, oh God, another day? Do you wake up and you say, oh God, it's morning? Or do you go, oh God, it's morning? And then both the sixth paragraph and the seventh paragraph say, here is the answer. When we have any problem in life and we're struggling, we're upset, we're unhappy, things just aren't going the way we want them to. If you found something and it said, here is the answer, would you not grasp it wholeheartedly? That's what this lesson is telling us. What is bothering you today? Forgiveness is the answer to all of our problems. That means that if someone has done something that we have allowed to upset or offend us, we need to forgive them. And in that, we need to forgive ourselves for judging them. Forgiveness is the answer. The practice periods for today are quite strenuous. And I would encourage you to try your best to keep to the schedule every quarter hour. Really, what this means is we want to think about this all day long. But by scheduling in our practice periods in whatever way works best for you, we'll remember to keep it front and center of our mind. So our morning practice and our evening practice is 15 minutes to either review the lesson or just sit in a quiet meditation, pondering the lesson for today. And then every quarter hour to bring the idea to mind and just say it to ourselves. Forgiveness offers everything I want. And when we get into difficulty, we want to say the final mantra. Forgiveness offers everything I want. Today I have accepted this as true. Today I have received the gifts of God. And if there is something specific bothering us, we might want to put that person, place, or thing into the mantra. Forgiveness of so-and-so offers everything I want. Today I've accepted that forgiveness of so-and-so is true. Today I have received the gifts of God. Thanks so much for listening right until the end, my friends. If you enjoyed today's video, please share the love. Tell others about these videos. Encourage them to start at lesson 1 and only do 1 lesson a day. Are you ready for our special treat? Did you know that palm trees have a flower? Well, here you go, folks. Isn't that beautiful? Really suits the palm tree, doesn't it? Forgiveness offers everything I want. Have a day of peace and joy and safety and security in everything you do, my friends. I love you.